Muli po, maligayang Pasko po sa inyong lahat. Batiin nyo naman po yung inyong mga katabi ng Merry Christmas, maligayang Pasko, nang maramdaman ho natin yung saya at ligaya ng diwa ng Pasko. One thing that is unique with us human beings is that we are able to communicate through words. Naipaabot nyo ho yung mga pagbati ninyo sa pamamagitan ng pagsasalita. Nagsasalita tayo. We don't only communicate with symbols, but also through the words we speak. The words that we write and the words that we express. Even our deaf-mute brothers and sisters could communicate with words that are formed through hand gestures. And whenever we communicate with words, there is always that sense of bridge that is formed between two people. Nagkakaroon ng koneksyon, nagkakaroon ng ugnayan. Whenever words are spoken, a gap is being filled. Silence is being broken. Whenever words are spoken, we do not only communicate, but we also build relationships. That is why one of the most hurting gestures is when people would give us the cold shoulder or they will hand us the silent treatment. Hindi ka papansinin. Hindi ba masakit kapag hindi ka kinakausap ng kakilala mo o kaya kaibigan mo? As if we do not exist. When people don't want to talk to us, it is as if they no longer want to build a relationship with us. With words, we build bridges. With words, we fill the gaps. With words, we build relationships. But why is there such a thing as miscommunication? Usually, this is the primary reason why people would misunderstand one another. Miscommunication becomes the primary reason why relationships crumble. Miscommunication becomes the primary reason why people would treat one another with a cold shoulder. Kapag hindi nagkakaunawaan, dun nagsisimula yung pagkasira ng mga ugnayan. And why does our communication fail? Our communication fail because of one sole reason. Our words become twisted. It is either people have twisted our words or we are the ones who twist our own words. And whenever our words become twisted, then the truth is compromised. Whenever our words become twisted, we can no longer rely that that word is founded on the truth. Kaya nga minsan hindi ho tayo agad naniniwala kapag narinig natin yung salitang daw. Sabi niya daw, sabi daw ni sir, sabi daw ni ma'am, sabi daw sa Facebook, sabi daw sa Twitter. Words become twisted. Words are given a new meaning. A meaning deprived of its true meaning. And this is the great tragedy that we are experiencing today. Our words have become so twisted that we no longer know who are the ones speaking the truth. Our words have become so twisted that we find it difficult to trust one another. Our words have become so twisted that sometimes we prefer to keep silent rather than find ourselves in a not so comfortable situation. Self-interest is mistaken as service. Vengeance is mistaken as justice. Death is mistaken as order. Our words have become so twisted that we have already confused ourselves with what is the genuine truth. This Christmas Day, we focus our attention once again at the Word made flesh. But even before the Word became flesh, the eternal Word already points us to one essential trait of God that we believe in. That we believe in a God of relationship. We believe in a God who builds bridges. We believe in a God who does not want us to be astray. And it is this great mystery that He filled this great gap that was caused by sin. And as we focus our gaze on the eternal Word, let us remember that this Word is not a twisted word, because the only word that God can utter is truth. And if we anchor our words to the eternal Word, then we can be sure that we are anchored on the truth. And if we anchor our words to that truth, there is something that we can hope for. In a world full of twisted words, we can always be sure that truth will always prevail. The Word became flesh and made His dwelling among us. And as He dwells among us, let us also remember that that truth is among us. Hopefully, we will not be the ones who will be twisting the eternal Word. If we find ourselves twisting the eternal Word, then we may be finding ourselves away from the Christmas crib. As we begin this joyful season of Christmas, let us beg for this grace, the grace to open up our hearts so that we may receive the eternal Word. And as we receive the eternal Word, may we be faithful in keeping His Word. Because if we are faithful to the eternal Word, then we will be keeping His dwelling truly present among us. The Word became flesh and made His dwelling among us. He made His dwelling in you. He made His dwelling in me. He made His dwelling in each and every one who carries the truth in their hearts.